is currently 3 p.m. in the sunny city of Mesa, and we are ready to kick off our Mesa qualifying tournament for the FLL 2020-2021 competition. Now, before we begin, I'd like to congratulate all these teams that have competed in this competition for an amazing performance that they are about to show to everyone. And we are going to kick it off here, getting started with two teams that will be competing at the same time. We will have two teams going up, and here in the first roll-up match, we will show the team 4723 Robo Roscoes and team 7619 Nugbirds. Robo Roscoes will be shown in the top left corner, and Nugbirds will be shown in the bottom right corner. And we are going to get started with this first match here in 3, 2, 1, Lego! So both teams are starting off strong here, showing up with the step counter. And Nugbirds have started pushing it into the red zone. Robo Roscoes look like they're using the color sensor to try and line up, and they just missed the step counter. Meanwhile, Nugbirds have gotten it into what appears to be the blue. And now they are backing up to line against the wall and just missed it. So both teams now taking their robots back to switch out some attachments. Looks like the Robo Roscoes are getting ready with an attachment here, and that will dump all their bocce cubes, it looks like, into the bocce target zone. And sweet Caroline, what did the Nugbirds do? They just flipped the back of the bench out and knocked it down in one swift motion. Here we go now. Robo Roscoes just passed under the pull-up bar and dumped their bocce cubes. So taking it back now, we got the Nugbirds, which looks like they're lining up some cubes to put into the bench now. And here they go, lining up. They got what appears to be 2 cubes. It looks like they got 2 cubes into the bench. Now, Robo Roscoe's here in the top. They're pushing out their innovation part into the hopscotch area and knock down that bench. So both teams back in home base, switching out their attachments. Nugbirds look like they're going to be pushing out their innovation project. And where are they going to be taking it? They're taking it around, and looks like they're going to the back, and they're probably going to push it right through the pull-up bar. Yes, they are, and put it in the replay logo. And now they have crossed under the pull-up bar. Both teams heading back. Look at the Robo Roscoes going. Looks like they pushed their innovation project out of the way, but they might be able to here get the basketball hoop. And so close. Now, what are the Nugbirds here lining up for perhaps their final mission with 20 seconds left? And here they go. They might be trying to aim for the bocce team's challenge, where they are to send 1 cube over to the other team. And they get both of them over. Way to go. So Nugbirds trying to knock over one of their bocce cubes, and they're going to end this match dancing. Congratulations to both teams here. With the final match results, team 4723 Robo Roscoes ended with a total of 175 points, and team 7619 the Nugbirds ended with a total of 185 points for this match. Now let's get on to the second match. So match 2 here, we got team 51026 Tri-City Christians number 2 and team 51025 Tri-City Christians number 1. So let's kick this off here in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Both teams starting off strong. Looks like they're going for the step counter. And Tri-City Christians number 2 just slammed it all the way into the yellow quite fast. While Tri-City Christians number 1, they got it what appears to be into the blue. So we'll have to take a closer look at that. Tri-City Christians number 2 lining up for the bench, and they almost knocked it over. So we got both teams now back in home base. Tri-City Christians number 1, they are swapping out some attachments, getting ready. And Tri-City Christians number 2 are lining up now. So here they go. They are off, and they might be looping around. And looks like they are going to end their match dancing. So we got Tri-City Christians number 1 getting ready to line up, and they might be going under the pull-up bar here. Oh, look at that. In a turn of events, they are going straight to the treadmill, and it looks like they're sending it all the way. They might have gotten it all the way into the blue. Cannot tell. We will wait for the match score to find out for sure. So, with a minute and 10 seconds left, we have our Tri-City Christians number 1. Looks like they're going to get ready for one final mission. And here we go. Get ready to see what they're up to. They might be going for that bench again. So, and oh, look at that, they got it. Are they going to be able to pull out the backrest? Almost. They hooked onto it, but could not get it to pull out. They got to lift it straight up because there's 2 pegs. It's very hard to do. With that, both teams have ended. Great job to both teams. Let's see what their scores are. Team 51026, Tri-City Christians number 2, got 105 points. And then team 51025, Tri-City Christians number 1, got 90 points. Great job to both teams. So moving into match 3, we got team 6639, Technical Difficulties, and team 51714, Robotic Eagles. We're going to get them started here in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Both teams starting off strong here. Ooh, and with that, Technical Difficulties knock down bench press and push out their innovation project. Robotic Eagles have also knocked down the bench. Robotic Eagles with a quick send. It looks like they're trying to knock that person off the slide. And they get him off the slide. That's one of the 2 people down. And Technical Difficulties just dumped their cubes into the hopscotch area. Looks like they got 2, maybe 3 of them in. Both teams lining up now to either head over to the treadmill and step counter. Here we go, Technical Difficulties pushing in that step counter, and Robotic Eagles heading up that treadmill. The difficulty with the step counter is that if you go too fast, it will jam. So they're using their technique to back up and push it so that they don't get stuck with it. Robotic Eagles taking their robot back now after using the treadmill. So both teams lining up now, switching up some attachments. Here we go. Robotic Eagles looks like they're going to hit the step counter now. Let's see how they do. Ooh. Looks like they got a little stuck with the step counter but were able to push it part of the way. So Technical Difficulties here lining up, and they're setting all the way out to the treadmill, and looks like they are on it, and it is spinning. We can kind of see it spinning over. And I think it ended on the blue. We'll have to double check that. Back over at Robotic Eagles, looks like they're still lining up to finish up that step counter. Oh, switching out their attachments now. Here they're getting ready to launch, and we'll see what they do with this attempt. Technical Difficulties having a bit of technical difficulties over there, trying to get their bocce cubes to stay in their attachments. Robotic Eagles having passed under the pull-up bar now. And are they going to go for it again? Maybe. So 20 seconds left in this match. Technical Difficulties launch for probably their final mission. And it looks like they're going to dump all their bocce cubes into the target area, which they do so successfully, maybe knocking over that final cube. Almost. And now they're going to end their match dancing. So, great job to both teams. So, the scores of the final match. Team 6639, Technical Difficulties, got a total score of 235. Robotic Eagles, team 51714, ended with a total of 75 points. So, we're going to move into our 4th match of this round. Team 47207, Team in Motion, and team 21244, Jefferson Cyborgs. So here we go. We're going to start them off in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Both teams starting off strong. Team in Motion getting their bocce cubes dumped right off the start. Jefferson Cyborgs are using the step counter. Looks like they just made it into the yellow. Team in Motion now lining up to put that step counter in motion. And Jefferson Cyborgs here have pushed it into the blue now. So switching out some attachments and getting lined up. Here goes the team in motion. With a little slow motion, they are pushing that step counter. This is a technique that not many teams have acted on, where you can see that little center wheel spinning, trying to go slowly as not to get stuck. So Jefferson Cyborgs here lining up once again. And look at that, team in motion has knocked over the bench. Here go Jefferson Cyborgs. And they pushed out their innovation project over to the replay logo. And Team in Motion decided to put their innovation project over at the hopscotch area. Minute 16 left. And here goes Jefferson Cyborgs. They are going to dance on the dance pad now. And Team in Motion crossed under the pull-up bar. And they are going to end their match dancing on dance mat. And we got some nice little kids here dancing with the robot. What a great way to end that match. And with that, both teams are finished. So match 4, team 47207, Team in Motion, ended with a total score of 220 points. Team 21244, Jefferson Cyborgs, ended with 135 points. Getting into this final match here in the first round, we got Team 6104, Veritas Conquerors. So here we go. We're gonna start them off in 3, 2, 1, Lego. With a strong start, they're pushing out their innovation project and some health packs into the hopscotch area, and we're able to knock down the bench and take out the backrest all in one go. Quite an impressive attachment there. Let's see what else they're able to do. Lining up now, it looks like they're going to be hitting that step counter and giving it a little push at a time. They are pushing it into the red zone and getting closer now. They might have just crossed over into the yellow. Let's see if they can keep going into the blue zone. And with that, they're going to leave it halfway into the yellow zone and get started with their next mission. So, let's see what they can do. They're lining up for what appears to be the treadmill. With a turn of events, they have switched over to move to the bocce cubes to send over the red cube to the other team. So switching out their attachments now, they are getting ready to start off with another great mission. It looks like they might be using the color sensor for this one, which is the little sensor that you can see on the right side of their robot with the red dot. And look at that, they're using the color sensor. Great way to maneuver around this field. And they might be taking it all the way to the treadmill. Oh, and not any teams we have seen before. They are doing the row machine, trying to pull that little disc out and get it into the tiny circle. Now backing up, they've got it on the treadmill, and look at it go. That was a fast treadmill run. They got it all the way maxed out and heading back to base. That was quite an impressive run. 25 seconds left. They are getting ready now with their final mission. Looks like they're loading up all their cubes to send into the bocce zone. So, they might be passing under the pull-up bar here, using that color sensor again. Quite an impressive feat. Here we go, passing under, and they get all their cubes in, and that is time. So, Team 6104 Veritas Conquerors ending that match with a total of 295 points. And with that match, we will end round 1. So, current list of our rankings here for the end of round 1. So, we'll be now moving into round 2. So, this is the first match of round 2. We got Team 6104 Veritas Conquerors and Team 4723 Robo Roscoes. We're going to give them a start here in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Both teams starting off strong. As we've seen before, Veritas Conquerors taking that backrest off, knocking the bench down, and getting their innovation project and some health cubes into the hopscotch zone. Robo Roscoes here are able to use that color sensor to line up and get that step counter going. They've got it into the yellow, and they just put it into the blue. Now, Veritas Conquerors doing the little back up and push method, trying to push theirs down in. Looks like Robo Roscoe's technique may have been better though. But we'll see. They got it into the Veritas Conquerors got it into the yellow. So Robo Roscoe's have loaded up their robot with a bunch of bocce cubes, getting ready to dump it off. So heading under that pull-up bar now, score some extra points, using that color sensor to square themselves up on that line. They are able to dump all their cubes in. Looks to be about 11 that they were able to dump in. So now both teams swapping out their attachments, getting ready. Robo Roscoe's appear to be getting ready for that bench. And Veritas Conquerors, they're getting ready and lined up. They're probably going to do that row machine that we just saw them do. So here we go for Robo Roscoe's pushing their innovation model into the hopscotch area. They just missed the bench though. Veritas Conquerors making their way down to the far end of the field. Grabbing that row machine and moving it into the small circle. Now backing up, they're about to hit that treadmill. And oh, they got it. Look at that, you can see it spinning in that bottom left corner. Looks like they got it all the way. Robo Roscoe's ready to send their robot off again. Trying to find that right program. Here we go. Let's see what they can do. Looks like they're going to try that basketball hoop again. Lining up on that black line with their color sensor. They dump their cube into the basketball hoop and were able to raise it off the ground. 17 seconds now left in the match. This will be the final mission for everyone. Robo Roscoe's have ended their match dancing. And Veritas Conquerors made it under the pull-up bar to dump their cubes. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the end of the match. So, Team 6104 Veritas Conquerors got a final score of 320 points. Team 4723 Robo Roscoe's got a total of 245 points. Impressive round from both teams. So, getting into that match 7, we got Team 51025 Tri-City Christians #1 and Team 7619 the Nugbirds. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Here we go, Nugbirds getting started strong, heading off to that step counter. And they got it pushed into the red zone. Tri-City Christians #1 with an impressive push, shoved it all the way into yellow. And now they got it into the blue. Nugbirds have almost pushed theirs all the way into the blue. So, now they're lining up using the back wall as a press to make sure they're squared up. They have got it onto the treadmill and look at it go. It made it all the way. Impressive job. Using that back wall to line up again. Oh, they got the row machine now. And almost into that smaller circle. So they're going to take it back now. Tri-City Christians #1. They're making their way around the field. And heading back now after a nice dance. They got one person off the slide. It's a great job by them. Tri-City Christians. All right. We got the Nugbirds with a great flip again, knocking that backrest off and knocking the bench down. So, Tri-City Christians here heading off to the other end of the field. They might be going for that treadmill. And they got it lined up nicely, it looks like, and they're seated on it. You can see it spinning around, and it spins all the way. Nugbirds now dumping their cubes into the hopscotch. Looks like they got all 4 in. So, Nugbirds again switching out their attachments. Tri-City Christian robots have ended their match. So, pushing off Nugbirds, they're taking their innovation project around the field and going to drop it into the replay logo, passing under the pull-up bar. Bumping it a bit, they bumped it out, and they were able to bump it back onto the replay logo to score some points. Now, 25 seconds left in the match. They're going to get ready here for their final mission, which they're going to send the bocce cube over to the other team. 17 seconds left. Let's see if they can make it. And sending that arm down. Ooh, they were able to send both of them. Pulling up the model a little bit, but that's okay. And with that, time is over. Almost getting over to send that final part. So, Team 51025, Tri-City Christians number 1, got a total of 125 points for that match. Team 7619, the Nugbirds, ended that match with a total of 215 points. Great job by both teams. Let's move on to our next match, match 8, where we got Team 51714, Robotic Eagles, and Team 47207, Team in Motion. We're going to get them started off in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Both teams starting off strong with an impressive push. Robotic Eagles knocking over the bench. Team in Motion getting getting all those cubes into the bocce zone. Robotic Eagles off to another quick launch, pulling off one person from the slide. So, Team in Motion getting lined up again for that step counter. Robotic Eagles are lining up for what looks like the treadmill, maybe. So here we go, Team in Motion. Slowly pushing that step counter into motion. Robotic Eagles might be flipping over that tire, and it was a good try by them. So getting ready now. Looks like both teams are getting lined up, ready to send their robots out again. Robotic Eagles going. They might be going for that step counter. And good try by them. Team in Motion almost knocking over the bench. They might be going for it again. And they got it this time. So Robotic Eagles launching their robots. They're going to be going under that pull-up bar and heading over to knock down the bench. Almost. All right, it's already knocked down. And they're now grabbing the person on the slide. Nope, didn't quite get him. So, Team in Motion getting lined up. With a minute left in the match, let's see if they can get launching. So here we go, Robotic Eagles heading all the way to do the pull-up bar again. And heading back around now. Team in Motion heads under the pull-up bar. And they're going to end their match dancing. And look at that kid go having a dance with that robot. What a great time. So Robotic Eagles heading up to finish their matches again. And they're heading back under the pull-up bar. Well, still, we got 30 seconds left in the match. Let's see what else they can do. So with that, both teams are going to end their rounds. Team 51714, Robotic Eagles, got a score of 85 points. And Team 47207, Team in Motion, ended with a total of 220 points. Great job by both teams. Let's head into match 9. So, for match 9, we got Team 51026, Tri-City Christians number 2, and Team 6639, Technical Difficulties. We're going to kick them off here in 3, 2, 1, Lego! With a fast start by both teams, Technical Difficulties knocking over the bench, and getting their innovation model and some health packs started in the hopscotch area. Tri-City Christians, meanwhile, were able to push the step counter into the red target zone. So now launching, they are trying to push over that bench, and they're able to do it. So Technical Difficulties launching with an impressive model to tip some cubes into the hopscotch area. Looks like they got 3 of them in. Tri-City Christians are launching to the dance mat, and looks like they're gonna get some nice dance moves going. What a great way to end. Technical difficulties now, going for that step counter. Currently in the yellow, and they pushed it all the way into the blue with a little dance going on. Little celebrations, I see. So, moving back now, they've got some attachments to switch over. So let's see what this attachment is used for. They gotta get lined up, and they might. Looks like they're aiming at the far end of the field. So let's see what they can do. We got the thumbs up that they're all lined up, and they're heading over to the treadmill. And they get their robot on the treadmill, and it's spinning around. Can't quite tell where it ended, but it looks to have worked. So, with 45 seconds left in the match, it looks like they're getting their bocce attachment set up. And this is their attachment that you just go under the pull-up bar and dump their cubes into the bocce area. So 30 seconds now, they're getting ready. Let's see if they can finish this match in time. Their final launch, here they go. And under the pull-up bar, they get their bocce cubes in, and they're able to flip the other one in. 15 seconds, and they are ending with the dancing robot. What a great way to end the match. Impressive rounds by both teams. So, for match 9 here, we got team 51026, Tri-City Christians, with a total of 115 points. And team 6639, Technical Difficulties, ending with 245 points. Great job by both teams. Moving into our final match of this round, we got team 21244, Jefferson Cyborgs. So let's get them started here. 3, 2, 1, Lego! And here they go. They're heading off to the step counter, and they get it into the red. Continuing their attempts, they get it into the yellow using the backup approach so as not to get it stuck. You can kind of see the model where it tilts back and forth. When it tilts too far, it'll lock itself in place, so they have to back up and try again. So, lining up now, they've got a little attachments that you can see off to the side where they use that to line their robot up every time. Great method to ensure consistency. With that, they're able to push their innovation model into the replay logo. Moving their little start model back into a new position. They're switching out some attachments, getting their robot set up to knock over the bench, it looks like. Well, let's see if they can get it this round. Heading over, yes they do. And what else is this robot able to do? It's gonna dance. Woo! And a great performance by Jefferson Cyborgs. They are gonna be ending this match with a total of 140 points. With this match, this is gonna be the end of round 2. And here are the current rankings now for this upcoming round. So, up next is our third and final round. And to start that off, we got match 11 with team 21244, Jefferson Cyborgs, and team 51025, Tri-City Christians number 1. So let's get them started here in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Both teams off to a start with the step counter. And here we go, both them backing up and pushing it repeatedly. We get Jefferson Cyborgs able to push it into the yellow. Tri-City Christians get it into the red. So, and maybe Jefferson Cyborgs got it into the blue with their continued efforts. Always got to applaud the continuous dedication of these teams and their robots. So, Tri-City Christians number 1 heading over to the treadmill. And almost with their lineup, let's see if their robot can fix itself. Jefferson Cyborgs, having pushed their innovation model into the replay logo are going to get started with their bench. So Tri-City Christians now looking to knock over or tip over that blue tire. Let's see if they will do it. Jefferson Cyborgs are going to end their match with a little dance there, twirling away. And here we go, Tri-City Christian number 1. Looks like they're going to launch and knock over that bench. So lining up here, they are off and almost, but they're heading to the dance mats. It seems to be twirling is a great way to end these matches. So moving into the results for the match 11, we got team 2-1-2-4-4 Jefferson Cyborgs ending with a total of 120 points. And team 51025 Tri-City Christian number 1 ending with 80 points. Let's move into match 12, where we got team 47207 Team in Motion and team 6639 Technical Difficulties. We're going to start them off here in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Both teams off to a rapid start here, getting set up. As always, technical difficulties, knocking over that bench and maximizing their points really fast. Team in Motion, able to knock all their bocce cubes into the bocce zone. Looks like they got 2 loose though. So technical difficulties, gonna dump all their cubes into the hopscotch area, and they got 3 with that attempt. Team in Motion, pushing that step counter all the way into the yellow, and they're going to continue almost into the blue. Technical difficulties here, launching off now. They missed the step counter, but that's okay. They're always welcome to try again. So, team in Motion now lining up. They might be going for the step counter again, and they are. They're going to try and maximize those points and get it into the blue. Here we go now, technical difficulties, working together to line up the treadmill and send their robot all the way across the field. So let's see if they can get it here. And they're able to make it onto the treadmill, and that wheel is spinning fast, and that treadmill is maxed out. Meanwhile, team in Motion, having knocked down their bench, they are now lining up to send their innovation model into the hopscotch area. So let's see them do that. 55 seconds left. Looks like technical difficulties are going to get started with their final method of getting their bocce cubes into the bocce, under the pull-up bar, and dance. Here we go, team in Motion, going under the pull-up bar, and they're going to head over to the dance mat. And as always, here we go. Technical difficulties, almost getting that final cube into the bocce zone, and they're going to end dancing, both the students and the robot. What a great way to end that match. So for match 12, we got team 47207, Team in Motion, ending with a total of 210 points. And team 6639, Technical Difficulties, ending with 230 points. Very close match indeed. Moving on to match 13, we got team 4723, the Robo Roscoes, and team 51026, Tri-City Christian number 2. So we're going to get started here in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Both teams started off here. They're going for the step counter. Tri-City Christians got a little caught up on it, but that's okay. Robo Roscoe's almost able to get that color sensor working and use it to maneuver over the step counter. Tri-City Christian number 2 knocking over the bench and heading back into base. We can see Robo Roscoe's using that color sensor again to line their way up and get the step counter, slowly pushing it over into the red, now moving into the yellow. Well, Tri-City Christians have a little robot oof, but that's okay. We're gonna watch them try again and get that step counter. Robo Roscoe's now lining up with their bocce cube attachment to get them all the way over under the pull-up bar into the bocce zone. Tri-City Christian number 2 able to maneuver that step counter into the red zone. Here we go, Robo Roscoe's using that color sensor to line themselves up parallel to that line, and they're able to dump them in. So Tri-City Christian 2, trying again with the step counter. Got to push it a little farther into the red zone. One more attempt, they could probably get into the yellow. But with time running out at 1 minute, 10 seconds, they're gonna move on to another tab mission. Same with Robo Roscoe's here. They're getting ready to move their innovation model over into the hopscotch zone, knocking down the bench, almost getting the backboard off. Tri-City Christians are gonna end their match dancing on the dance pad. Here we go, 50 seconds left. Robo Roscoe's probably have one more mission in them. Let's see what their final mission's gonna be. And starting off, they're gonna be heading to the far side of the field. And that's a 30-second timer. They dump their cube into the basketball hoop, and they're able to lift it up into the first target position. Now they're gonna dance on the dance pad, and we got that nice kid dancing with the robot. Great match by both teams. So, team 4723, Robo Roscoe's, got a total of 235 points. Team 51026, Tri-City Christian number 2, got 110 points. Great job by both teams. Let's move on to match 14. So, Team 51714, Robotic Eagles, and Team 6104, Veritas Conquerors. We're gonna get them started here in 3, 2, 1, Lego! So, with a quick start, Veritas Conquerors are off and lifting off the backboard, knocking the bench down, and getting 3 health packs and their innovation model into the hopscotch area. Meanwhile, Robotic Eagles have knocked over the bench and are going to take the person off the slide. Just missing. That's okay. They've got plenty of time to try again. Veritas Conquerors, using the backup and push method, are able to slowly maneuver the step counter into the yellow, where they will leave it and go on with another mission. Robotic Eagles have made their way all the way down the field, almost missing the treadmill. So, Veritas Conquerors here getting ready to start off another mission. Same with Robotic Eagles. Veritas Conquerors here going over to the bocce, almost knocking one cube over into the other team's stage. So, Robotic Eagles here getting lined up. Let's see what they're gonna do. Looks like they're going for that treadmill again. And, oh, they're going under the pull-up bar, and they're gonna make their round. Veritas Conquerors using that color sensor to follow that black line and make it all the way to the row machine. They're gonna pull it out and drop it into the small circle. Now, backing up, they're gonna get onto the treadmill, and it looks like they're gonna spin it all the way. Robotic Eagles still working on making their way under the pull-up bar. So, Veritas Conquerors now switching out for their bocce attachment. And Robotic Eagles heading over to the step counter, where it looks like they're able to push it a little farther. Can't quite tell, but that might be in the yellow. So that was the 30-second timer. Both teams have time for one more mission. Let's see if they can get it done in time. Robotic Eagles heading over for the treadmill with their final mission. And they are going around the treadmill. Veritas Conquerors getting under the pull-up bar, dropping all their cubes into the bocce zone, and heading over to the dance mat. And it looks like they got a little wibble wobble dance going on, so that's great. Both teams now have ended, with Team 51714, Robotic Eagles, scoring a total of 70 points, and Team 6104, Veritas Conquerors, scoring 325 points. We will now take this into our final match of round 3, where we got Team 7619, the Nug Birds. Let's get them started here in 3, 2, 1, Lego! Nugbert starting off strong with their solid but true step counter. They've got it going all the way into the red, and with one more push, they send it into the yellow. Let's see if they can get it into the blue here. Not quite, but almost. Using that back wall, they are going to line up and square their robots so they know exactly where it is on the field. Well, that treadmill has messed them up a little bit, and they got off track. That's okay. They're going to start off right with the next mission, where they're going to use that nifty little attachment and flip that bench back off. Oh, there it is. Great toss by the robot. And it's going to knock over the bench now. It's such a great little attachment to flip that back press off. Love it. All right. So, moving on now, they've got their next attachment where it looks like they're going to dump 4 cubes into the hopscotch area. And they get 3! They get 3 cubes into the target areas. So, now we've got this next attachment here, which will probably lift up the bocce cubes and send them over to the other team. Or look at that, they got their innovation model. They're going to send that over into the replay logo, crossing under the pull-up bar. Whoop. And it just passes under the pull-up bar, that attachment barely touching the top of it. So, this is their bocce attachment. They're going to send those, either the red or blue cube, over to the other team with 30 seconds left. So, here we go. Crossing their way now. They're going to lower that arm down and raise it up. They send the blue one over. That's okay that the red one fell off because they only need to get one over. They almost knock over the yellow bocce cube into the target area. With that, they're going to end their robot dancing with a little kick flip going on, and we got some nice dancing there. So 3, 2, 1, that's the end of the match. Great job. Nugbirds with a total of 190 points. So with that, that ends all of our matches, and we will show the final tournament rankings. So, with rank 1, we got team 6104 Veritas Conquerors with a grand total of 325 points. Rank 2, we got Technical Difficulties ending with a final score of 245 points, which also ties Robo Roscoe's. In 4th place, we got Team In Motion with a grand total of 220 points. In 5th place, Nugbirds with their high score of 215. 6th place goes to Jefferson Cyborgs, who scored a high score of 140 points. In 7th place, Tri-City Christian number 1 with a final score of 125 points. 8th place goes to Tri-City Christian number 2, who had a high score of 115 points. And 9th place will go to Robotic Eagles with a crowd score of 85 points. So that is going to end our robot matches for the Mesa Qualifier. So thank you all for coming. We'll be having our awards ceremony at 4 p.m. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to our award show for the Mesa FLL tournament. Welcome Team 4723 Robo Roscoes. Team 6104 Veritas Conquerors. Team 6639 Technical Difficulties. Team 7619 Nugberts. Team 21244 Jefferson Cyborgs. Team 47207 Team in Motion. Team 51025 Tri-City Christian number 1. Team 51026 Tri-City Christian number 2. Team 51714 Robotic Eagles. Teams, congratulations on another great season. You have spent time studying, researching, building, and problem solving as you work together as a diligent, cohesive team during the Game Changers powered by Star Wars Force for Change Season and Replay Challenge. The process that got you to this point defines each of you as a first LEGO League champion and winner. Before we get to the team awards, we want to take a moment to recognize our volunteers. Volunteers, teams, please give a round of applause for our refs, judges, and other volunteers. No words can adequately express our appreciation for your time and commitment. And then we have our beloved coaches and mentors. These are the special volunteers who have spent hours each week with the teams. They have inspired, encouraged, and motivated, all while demonstrating and modeling gracious professionalism. Teams, make sure to show your coaches how much you appreciate all they have done for you. Now, I would like to present the Coach Award. Coaches and mentors inspire their teams to do their best, both as individuals and together. This award goes to the coach or mentor whose leadership and guidance is clearly evident and best exemplifies the first core values. Here's a little bit of what this coach's team has to say about them. She is the best coach ever. She makes everything fun, and I learn a lot from her. This is my first year doing LEGO Robotics, and I want to do it as long as I can with the Queen Nugget. The Coach Award goes to Rhonda Lucas from Team 7619. Congratulations. Now we have the Youth Mentor Award. Here's what their team had to say about them. He helps us with many different things. When we first started, our team didn't really know much about coding, but he was patient in teaching us how. He has experience with FLL and can assist us with any difficulties we may have. We are very thankful for the things he has helped us with. The Youth Mentor Award goes to Elliot Kresminski from Team 6639. Now we will begin with our team awards. First up is the Robot Performance Award. This award celebrates a team that scores the most points during their robot game. Teams have a chance to compete in at least 3 2.5-minute matches, and their highest score counts. With a high score of 325, the Robot Performance Award goes to Team 6104 Veritas Conquerors. And now to the Core Values Award. This award celebrates a team that displays extraordinary enthusiasm and spirit, who knows they can accomplish more together than they could as individuals and shows each other and other teams respect at all times. The judges had this to say. This tiny team knows that together they are mighty. Working together, they showed the strengths of a warrior. They really busted the boredom out of this competition. The Core Values Award goes to Team 51025 Tri-City Christian Academy number 1. Next comes our Innovation Project Award. This team utilized diverse resources for their project to help them gain a comprehensive understanding of the problem they identified, developed a creative, well-researched solution, and effectively communicated their findings to judges and the community. The judges had this to say: "This energetic team shows that they can really motivate others to be active." They had the judges jumping out of their seats with their innovation project. The Innovation Project Award goes to Team 47207, Team in Motion. We now move on to the Robot Design Award. This team used outstanding programming principles and solid engineering practices to develop a robot that is mechanically sound, durable, efficient, and highly capable of performing challenge missions. The judges said this: "Take a seat and hear how this team lit the way to robot design. With the help of my blocks and attachments, they flew above the competition. Congratulations to Herbert." The Robot Design Award goes to Team 7619, Nugberts. We will now move on to our Motivate Award. The Motivate Award celebrates a team that embraces the culture of First LEGO League through team building, team spirit, and displayed enthusiasm. About this team, the judges said that they were impressed with their journey through the season to improve their teamwork skills. Their project was inclusive in helping to encourage and motivate others to exercise, and they were able to conquer the challenges they faced this season. The Motivate Award goes to Team 6104, Veritas Conquerors. Engineering Excellence is next. The Engineering Excellence Award celebrates a team with an efficiently designed robot, an innovative project solution that effectively addresses the season challenge and great core values evident in all that they do. The judges said this about this team: "They encouraged others through their project to get away from the blue light and out into the sunlight. They showed creativity in developing a menu of options, and they had a dogged approach in all learning a new coding platform." The Engineering Excellence Award goes to Team 4723, Robo Roscoes. I know you are all waiting patiently to learn what team has earned the most coveted Champions Award. Our Champions Award winning team will receive an advancement to the Arizona State Tournament, which will be held at March 20th. The Champions Award celebrates a team that embodies the First LEGO League experience by fully embracing our core values while achieving excellence and innovation in robot performance, robot design, and the Innovation Project. The judges had this to say: "This team found ways to overcome technical challenges during COVID. They checked out many ways to exercise on a budget, and they displayed a significant amount of girl power in achieving their results." The Champions Award goes to Team 6639, Technical Difficulties. The following teams will move on to state competition: 6639, Technical Difficulties; 7619, Nugberts; 6104, Veritas Conquerors; 47207, Team in Motion; and 4723, Robo Roscoes. This concludes the awards ceremony for this year's season, Game Changers, powered by Star Wars Force for Change, and First LEGO League Challenge Replay. Please join me in congratulating all the teams on their fantastic performance. Great job, everyone! Just as a reminder, teams will receive their rubrics through their coach's email in the next day or two. But this isn't goodbye. We hope you can join us next season for some more STEM fun. Thank you for attending, and we look forward to seeing you all again next year.